So the final part of my picnic in the park with my family today is my raspberry crumble bars. So to start off with, you'll see that I've lined a 20 by 20 cake tin. So you don't have to line it, you need to grease it, but I like to line it just because it's easy to get it out when it comes out of the oven. I can just lift the lining. So here I've got 180 grams of flour, and I'm just mixing in some 125 grams of light brown sugar into that. So I'm just going to mix it, just so it changes colour slightly. And it's all incorporated. It's softened butter, room temperature butter. You don't want to be trying to do this with cold butter. You would need really big muscles to do that. So I'm just going to give this a quick beat. And you'll see it'll start to change colour, go a little bit lighter, and everything's incorporated. Okay, so that looks nice and fluffy now. It's changed colour and it's ready to add in. So to this now I'm going to add in 125 grams of rolled oats. You want the larger oats, not the milled ones, just gives it an extra texture that we're looking for. So that's going to go in. And then to that I'm also going to add in 175 grams of plain flour. And then to that I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and these are amazing. Just a sachet is 1 teaspoon. So we're just going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Super simple. Make sure we've got it all in there. And then I'm just going to mix this all together. And this is going to be our crumble base and our crumble top. You just want to mix it until it's all combined. Okay, so now we've got our mixture all mixed in. So this is the consistency you're looking for. It's all come together, but it's still nice and crumbly. This is perfect. Take our tray, and I'm just going to put half of the crumble mixture into the base of the pan. And then I'm going to press it down, just half of it. There. A little bit more, I think. Let's get half. And then I'm just going to press this into the pan. I'll actually use the other spoon. I'm just going to prick it a couple of times in the base. And then this is going to go into the oven. It's around 180 degrees. I'm just going to pop it in initially for 15 minutes. Okay, so that's in the oven. Clean up the mess that I've made. And it's time to make our raspberry centre for our raspberry crumble bars. So here I've got 250 grams of the most beautiful fresh raspberries, and these are gorgeous. Straight into the bowl. And then to this, I'm literally just going to add in, I've just measured out here, 1 tablespoon of corn flour. And the reason I'm putting the corn flour in is that obviously once they go in the oven, the raspberries could start to give off liquid, and what we don't want is it to become our bars to be very, very soggy. So the corn flour will prevent that. So we're just going to pop the tablespoon in there. And then to that I'm also going to add 40 grams of caster sugar, which is going to create a beautiful sweet, sweet filling for our crumble. Grab a spoon and give it a mix. So I'm just going to give this all a mix round so that all the raspberries are coated in both the sugar and the flour. Perfect. So all that's left to do now is wait for our base to cook, and then we can finish assembling our bars. Our raspberry crumble base has been in the oven now for 15 minutes, so it's time to take a look. And it's definitely ready for the next stage. It looks so good, I could eat it as it is now. But then everyone will fall out with me when there's no dessert at picnic. Okay, so we've got our raspberries, which you can see have started to macerate a little bit, which is lovely and just what we're looking for. This lovely gooey raspberry mixture. And we're going to put this straight on top. And then just spread it on top in an even layer. We don't want to fight when somebody gets lots of raspberries and then somebody gets none. And now, time to add the rest of the mixture. So this bit can be left a little bit more crumbly. Initially I pressed the base down, but for the top, it's quite nice to have the crumble on the top. It doesn't need to be pressed down. It's nice that it looks like a little bit more rustic and homemade. When I was a child, we used to fight over the crumble in our house. Nobody wanted the fruit. So this is why this is such a great idea, because you get double the crumble to the portion of fruit. And now this is going to go straight back in the oven for 30 minutes. And then our picnic will be ready. So my children have very impatiently been waiting for my raspberry crumble bars to be ready, and our kitchen smells amazing. So they've had 30 minutes in the oven, and they're absolutely ready. So there we go. Lovely and golden on top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it in the tray just for 5 or 10 minutes to cool down, and then I can just lift it out and I can slice it into bars, and then we're ready to go for our picnic.